you're like me and you're one of those that travel maybe a lot, or you carry more than one device and you worry about charging, you know, you got a couple of phones and then maybe a tablet like an iPad or even a laptop. It's always a concern, especially when you go into hotel rooms, that you can charge your device. Well, Joyroom is answering that with this Joyroom PODX. It's a PR70 is what they're calling it. This is a mobile version of the desktop version that I have that I've done another review on. And I could tell you right now, Joyroom makes some awesome products. So let's go ahead and pull this thing out and we'll go to start my review. Now, skipping ahead, I pulled this out of the box, unwrapped it, and as you can see inside the box, there's not much left in here. There's, I guess, a nice little pouch to carry it in. That is really cool. So you can put it in this pouch, and when you travel, you've got a nice travel pouch for it. Here's your instructions. So that's pretty slick. I like that they provided this. Now, let's check out the device itself a little closer here. We've got this, I'm just going to call it Joyroom charger. This thing is awesome. I mean, check it out. 240 watts charging, it says right there on the device itself. As you can see, it's got a USB-C right here for charging, USB-A, and then it also has this retractable charger right here. So right out the gate, you've got this charger here, and then you also have another permanent house charger that actually doubles as a handle. Check that out. And all you do is you slip this right out there, and then you can pull it up, and now it's free. And now you have another charger. So you got this charger and a retractable charger right there without bringing anything. So if you have a phone and a laptop and you travel, this is all you need. You're going to charge them. And this thing houses 25,000 milliamp hours worth of battery. 25,000 milliamps. When you talk about the modern foldable that has a 6,000 milliamp hour battery, you could charge it, 3 times over? Now, what's also really cool about this device is it will charge itself at 100 watts. So you charge this thing up in 2 hours. Now, what's interesting about it too is if you find yourself, you're traveling and you say, oh man, my phone, this thing's out of charge, and my phone's out of charge all at the same time, in the evening, you could plug this and charge it up and plug your phone into it. So it'll do bypass charging at 100 watts as well. So this thing will charge up and it'll bypass and charge up your phone all at the same time. So that's a great feature. Now you can see you got this nice dual display. You got a display right here on the front and you got a display on the top. You see it's got feet here so you can rest it down on a table like so, and plug your paraphernalia up to it right here. Or you could just stand it up if you wish. And you've got the display here on the front. You got display on the side. So you can't miss checking out those readings. Then all you got to do is you press the button, of course, and the display turns on and gives you the readings. You can see the Joyroom right there. And you can see the display right there. It's showing that it's 100% charged. Plug it in a second time, and it shows you what you have plugged in and how much they are charging. So that dual display is really nice. So, you can see it pretty much at any angle, sitting in front of or sitting away across the room. That's really nice. Now let's see how this thing works on a fast charging phone. This is a supercharging phone here with the Oppo Find N6 here. You can see, and let's see what it does. I got it plugged in. Turn that thing on and check that out. Superbox charging. That means this thing is giving that fast charging. So you get your fast charging speeds from this device here. So that's really cool that it actually charges it at the fast speeds that the phone can accept. Now, let's try an iPad Pro. My iPad Pro, this is the M5. This is one of the newest, and my battery is nearly dead on it. So let's go ahead and set this thing down here, and let's plug it in. And we're going to use this retractable cable right here. And that is a really nice feature too, that you can retract that cable. And now we are actually on vacation, let's say, and all we needed to bring was this device. And there we go. We've got the iPad is charging up, and you can see it was at 1%. Now let's see what we're doing. Looks like it's taking 37 watts. The iPad can take up to 45 watts, but as you know, these devices themselves, they kind of regulate so that they don't overheat. And as you can see right now, the iPad is taking 38 watts. I'm hoping that you can see that there. And the phone is still only 87 watts. Why is the phone only taking 87? Because it's already at 90%. And when these devices get close to charging, they actually throttle down the charging speed themselves. So it's not the Joyroom doing it, it's the phone. Now, if I wanted to, I could actually add another device. So let's go ahead and plug in another cable here. This is a fast charging cable, and we are going to plug in my Honor Magic B5. This thing will do up to 66 watts fast charging. I don't know if it takes a proprietary charger for this to actually show, but as you can see, it's popping on that it is charging. See, optimized charging. So it won't do the 66 watt charging because you have to use their charger, but it will still do fast charging speeds. So this phone will charge for pretty fast. And when you look at this device, you can see right there, it's pulling, what, 10 watts now? So now combined, what are we pulling? I think if we push this button up here at top, it's going to tell me what they are pulling. That one's pulling 40 now. So combined, we got 57 watts right there. It shows that it's pulling. So there you go. I got my two phones that I carry, my tablet, or if you have a laptop, which I do typically carry a laptop, I could charge those at the same time, as well as charge my earbuds. So you got to have a USB-A cable for that, but a lot of these do. So I just plug that bad boy right in there, and then I could plug that in to this charger right here on the side. And then we also see another reading there where now we got 3.3 pulling right here. Still got the 9.7 up above. Still pulling 40 watts here on the iPad. And then the phone here is pulling 9 watts. Now, as we said, it has a 240 watt dual display. And it's a power bank that actually carries 25 milliamp hours of battery juice. I mean, that's crazy. It will charge actually all these devices up here at the table fully with one full charge. Now, I've been testing this thing for a couple of weeks. I've been traveling in my RV, and no worries. At night, I charge it up. During the day, I don't have to worry about anything. I plug in my devices if I need to right there at the table, and I never worry about running out of juice. Now let's look at the ports separately. With the C1, that is this one right here, you can get up to 100 watts maximum charge, and you can get up to 140 watts on the C2, which would be this one here, this retractable, and then 100 watts on the C3, that's the one on the side. So all the C ports, you can get up to 100 watt charging, and then up to 36 watts charging on the A, which is fine. And for a lot of older phones, but especially for your watch and your earbuds, have no problem charging those at full wattage. As you can see, I got this drained down to 74%, but no worries. You could take this retractable one, is what I learned, the retractable, and you could plug it in, and I actually have the desktop model of the Joyroom, and I can plug it right in there. This will do up to 100 watts charging. We'll plug it right in there, and look at that. It's moving up. It is 100 watts, fast charging. So this thing is going to charge this charger at 100 watts. Wow, it's only dissipating what? Let's check it out. How many watts is going out of this thing? We got 96 watts going in, only 8 watts going out on that, and then 5.8 going out here. So interesting. Now, I don't know if it's cooling down because it's being charged while it's charging. So it may charge the other devices slowly. So just be aware of that. Well, there you are, the Joyroom product PR70 240 watt charger. There'll be a link down in the description below. I believe it's under $80, and there's specials going on right now. So make sure you check that out in the description. And I can tell you, for that dollar value, you'll pay more money for things like this, which is only like 5,000 or 10,000 milliamps. You got 25,000 here, and you could charge multiple products. On these things, you can only charge maybe 2. Now, that's an introductory price, so you want to get it early. Until next time, have a wonderful day, and God bless.